Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I hope all of you are in healthy condition and ready to join the course in English morphology. And today we have the 4 meetings. Before we continue our discussion, let's start it by Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, then here we go. We are going to continue our discussion in morphology course. Today we are focusing on root, base, and stem. So in this meeting, you are about to recognize this term, and actually those terms are dealing with the word formation in English. Dealing with the word formation, we need to know first about the word structures. So in English, when we are talking about word structure, we need to know several terms that will be beneficial for us when we are discussing this topic. The first one is affix, and then root, stem, and base. What do those terms mean? We are going to discuss through our meeting today. Before we go further, then, here I have a statement about word that every word has a base. One or more affixes or no affixes. Okay, so a word in English, it can be a base or the word itself, and also it can have one or more affixes or no affixes. The first one, you have the word here. Okay, so word, it is the base and it has no affixes. How about the word enlarge? Enlarge, it has prefix. Okay, so it is a kind of affix. Affix means imbuhan, prefix awalan, suffix akhiran. Okay, so it has the prefix n and the word large. So you can find that the word structure of the word enlarge, it consists of a prefix and also a base. Next, we have the word humanity. It consists of the word human, okay, and suffix ity. Next, we have the word undebatable. Undebatable, it consists of the prefix un, then the word debate, and the suffix able. So from here, you can find out that word can be the word itself or has no affix. It maybe has one prefix, has one suffix, or it has both prefix and suffix. And the more you know about the English word, then you will find the more English structures there. Now let's find out about root. Okay, so root is the core of word which is irreducible into more meaningful elements. So root is the smallest meaningful element of a word. How can we get the root? To get the root, we need to remove all affixes. Okay, we need to remove all affixes. So we will get the root. Okay, and the root, it represents the lexeme. I hope you still remember the term lexeme, yeah? So in the previous meeting, we talked about lexeme. It represents the abstract concept in our mind, and it also can be the core meaning of a word. Now we have several examples here. We have the word untouchable, reality, accepted, and nationality. The word untouchable, if you remove all the affixes, then you will have the word touch as the smallest or the irreducible, tidak dapat dipecah lagi, the irreducible elements of the words. Okay, so you need to remove all the affixes. The word reality, in the word reality, we can find that the root is the word real. Accepted, the root is the word accept, And in nationality, the root is the word nation. Okay, nation cannot be reduced into smaller form. Okay, in a compound word, it also has two roots. In the word like wheelchair, so this word has two roots. The roots are wheel and chair. So in compound word, you have more than one root. Okay, that's the sum of root. And then let's try to find out the root of the following words. We have the word renew, action, knowingly, recover, playful, and unintended. I think it is quite easy for you to find out the root. You just need to remove all the affixes. The word renew, the root is new. And then action, the root is act. Knowingly, the root is know. Recovered, the root is cover. Playful, the root is play. And unintended, the root is intend. Okay, so from this example, I think it's quite clearer for you now about the notion of root. Now let's have a look about base. What is a base? A base refers to the verb form to which any affixes can be attached. So, when you need to know the base of a word, what you need to do is to remove the affixes one by one. And the base, it represent the word that can be attached by affix. For example, let's see the example to make it clearer. The word untouchable. Okay, the word untouchable, it has the base. The base is touchable. Okay, how can we define that the base is touchable? Because touchable can be added by an affix, that is un, become untouchable. Okay, and what's the base of the word touchable? The base is touch. Okay, so from this one, when we are talking about a base, then you need to remove the affix one by one, based on the sequence with which one comes first and which one comes later in forming the word. Let's have a look at the second example. Here we have the word careful, carefulness. What is the base of carefulness? So in this case, you need to eliminate one affix. Okay, we can eliminate this one as the affix that comes later. So the base of the word carefulness is careful. Then if I ask you, what is the base of the word careful? So it is care. How can you know? We can simply eliminate the affix here. Okay, so careful is the base of carefulness and care is the base of careful. Now we have visualization. Okay, the word visualization. Okay, the word visualization, it has several affix. Kata itu mempunyai beberapa imbuhan. Ada imbuhan S here. This is the plural sign. Then you have the affix ion. Okay, ion. And then eyes. Okay, so you have at least 3 affixes there. So if I ask you, what is the base of the word visualization? You can simply eliminate the last affix that attached to the word. So the base of the word visualization is visualizations, is visualization without S. Okay, so in here you remove the plural inflection. Then what is the base of visualization? That is visualize, and the base of the word visualize is visual. Alright, then let's have a look for this word. Here I have activities. Okay. Again, in activities, we have several affix. Let's remove from the one that comes the latest. Yang paling akhir dulu. So the base of the word activities is activity without s. What's the difference between this one and this one? This is the plural form and this is the singular form. Okay, what is the base of the word activity? It is active. And what's the base of the word active is act. Alright, now let's get to know about stem. A stem refers to a verb form that remains after inflectional affixes are removed. Okay, so when in the previous discussion we talked about base. Base deals with any kind of affixes, either derivational or inflectional. But when we are talking about stem, we are dealing with removing the inflectional affixes. Okay, menghilangkan affix inflectional. What is meant by inflectional affixes? Those are kind of affixes that don't change the meaning of the word, and also they don't change the part of speech. Inflectional affixes in the sentence, it represents the grammatical categories such as tenses, number, and gender. There are eight kind of inflectional affixes in English. For example, the plural sign, possessive, third singular person, past tense by adding ed, and then an past participle like by, bit, bitten, and then ing to show present participle or continuous form, and then comparative and superlative forms. These all eight are the type of inflectional affixes. Let's have a practice about the stem. I have several examples here. There are running, blackbirds, whiteners, blackens, driven, and functionalities. You need to keep in mind that if we are talking about stem, then what we need to do is to remove the inflectional affixes. Okay, inflectional affixes, it represents the affix that doesn't change the meaning, or it doesn't change the part of speech. So from the word running, running, it has two morphemes, run and ing. If we want to know the stem, then we need to eliminate the inflectional affix. So from here we can know that the stem of running is run. In the second example, blackbirds. Blackbirds, you can eliminate the s, the plural sign, so it remains blackbird as the stem. Then the word whiteners. You can simply remove the plural form and it becomes whitener as the stem. The word blackened. Okay, you have ed as the suffix, and we know that ed is a kind of inflectional affix. It is the sign of past form. So the stem of the word blackened is to remove the inflectional affix, so it becomes blackened. And then driven, you can eliminate the inflectional affix in. So the stem of driven is drive. The last one, functionalities, you can simply eliminate the plural sign here, and it becomes functionality as the stem. Okay, so you have already recognized the term root, base, and stem in the word structure. And now, when does it get complicated? Okay, sometimes the base and the root are the same. It depends on the word structure. Here I give you example, the word winner. Winner, here you have the word win and suffix er. If you remove the suffix, then you can get the base as well as the root. So in this case, the base and the root of the word winner are the same, that is win. In another case, I have the word wins. You can see here, wins is a kind of inflectional affix. So if you remove the inflectional affix, you can find the stem. So win in this case, they perform as the stem and also as the base as well as the root. Okay, even though they have the same form, once you get the idea, once you know the notion of its term of root, base, and stem, you will not get confused of this case. Okay, class, this is our discussion in this meeting about root, base, and stem. Should you have any question dealing with this topic, you can ask in our group and we can continue with the discussion there. Okay, thank you so much for watching these videos. Hopefully it gives us benefits, and see you in the next meeting. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.